Personal.
I did that to myself. I could have had an easy win too.
Brandon Sorensen.
I like the optimism, but I know that I lost.
We are here in Formula Drift Orlando, currently sitting 4th place in points, and this is probably the hottest Formula Drift round I've ever experienced in my life. I have my quad lock towel on my head, my portable AC unit, and normally I have a cool shirt that goes under my suit, but somehow it's gone missing out of my trailer, and what poor timing for that thing to go missing, I will tell you that. But we are here in Formula Drift Orlando, about to head out to our first practice, see how it goes. Way too hot for this.
Yeah, man, both sides.
Well, it wouldn't be Florida without it raining literally 1 minute before practice was supposed to start. Looks like it'll probably be raining for qualifying also. So as long as the track stays consistently wet or consistently dry, I'll be happy. But if I go out there and it's my turn to go and it's all patchy and stuff, I'm gonna be pretty upset about it. But what can you do? It's Mother Nature. We have exactly 1 hour left of practice until we go into qualifying. Just changed a couple things on the car with the ride height and the gearing, some little stuff here and there. Still learning these new tires, but we've only gotten, I think, 3 dry laps on this course, which really blows. But the laps have been pretty mediocre, and I know that they're going to be enough to get a score on the board, but I don't think we're going to have a repeat of last time where I aimed for 17th and got 3rd. I think I might aim for 3rd and get 17th on this one. We'll see. We'll see. It felt pretty good. The line to lead was way too long, so I just did 2 chases. Felt really solid. I was able to chase Matt. I'm pretty sure he was on brand new tires and I was on scrubs, so I'm very happy that I was able to keep up with him. Just based on that knowledge, I think I will try and go for a high qualifying score, and I think we have the car set up pretty good in order to you know, go all the way. So we're about to head into qualifying. It looks like there's precipitation coming down right now, and that's going to make for a very interesting qualifying session. Hopefully by the time I go, it's completely dry or completely wet. Because driving on a patchy track here really sucks. If it does continue raining, you'll see all of the drivers will come around the bank, come down full speed, and then fly out of the course or spin out because it gets all slippery at the bottom. So as long as I anticipate that and don't make any dumb mistakes, I think we'll be able to qualify pretty high.
how do you feel about qualifying?
Pretty good. Track conditions are kind of iffy because it's been raining and then not raining and raining and not raining. If it's dry enough and he can do what he did all day, then I don't think we have anything to worry about.
Aggression, Sorensen Motorsports, BMW. Quad lock on the back. He locks into that wall. Yes, sir. 46, 45. You can see 50 towards the end of that bank. And that just shows you he's using the angle to slow down. A lot of them aren't doing that, which is good. That's good execution. Boom, right in the crease. You can see him exceeding just a touch, but still really good placement. Good speed coming all the way through. Just again, just very fast through the course. And again, I'm eager to see the other drivers that unfortunately had the wetter conditions earlier. Again, as long as it stays consistent.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I mean, the Wally system doesn't know that it's raining. It doesn't change the way that it judges at all. It's completely the same between wet and dry. So, but it's tougher in the rain. It's a harder environment to drive in. So it will be interesting to see how those scores start to update. But Brandon Sorensen through zone 1 looking really, really good. The inside zones need to clean those up a little bit. They are worth 5 points each. So if you're gonna sacrifice something, make it those 2 inside zones. But yeah, first and last zones looking really, really good. Good job on the angle, very smooth. What I really love about Brandon's driving is he kind of has 2 modes. He's either this very calculated, analytical driver, or he's this wild man that is like, waving the single finger flag out the window at his competitors and having a great time. And I mean, he will door anybody on this grid.
Yeah, he will not back down. Brandon Sorensen with an 81.96 puts him into 7th position.
Beautiful.
That looked good.
Beautiful.
I will say the weather had impeccable timing on that one. My run was 100% completely dry. I was flat-footed. It was good, it was smooth, but now look outside. It is straight up just downpouring right now. There is not going to be an inch of dry surface within 10 miles of this place. So glad I got a score on the board. We're sitting 7th right now. And with the conditions, I don't think anybody is going to get higher scores than where they're at right now. So we're just going to wait it out. We probably have another hour and a half until my second run. But I have a very, very hard time seeing the line on outside zone 2. I surpassed it a little bit a couple times by probably 6 to 8 inches. And that's where I lost most of my points, I think. So we know where to fix it for competition, but with this downpour, I think we're in a good spot.
Are we running? Maybe I was born to run. Here we go. Brandon Sorensen initiates hard into that wall. Again, Amanda in his ear. She does pro spec, so she's giving us some insight here. Look at a degree of angle there. 54, 50. I mean, that is a massive angle from Brandon Sorensen. Quad lock on the back, locked in. Getting that right on that line. Great placement of this BMW for the 22-year-old Vegas native.
Jamming out now, huh?
Did, right? We had some bass and 81.96, so his first score the better of the 2.
All right, well, it looks like we ended up P8, I think, in qualifying, and now we will be going up against Rome in the top 32. But it's now Saturday morning and we are preparing for the day, and our biggest problem right now is that our golf cart won't run properly, which is a good problem to have. That means the car is ready to go, I'm good to go, and the team, we're all now just messing with the golf cart, trying to get it to run. We ended up cutting the exhaust off of it. Now it's straight piped. Listen to this thing. But turns out that it fixed it, and the muffler packing came out and was blocking the exhaust. So we are drilling apart the muffler right now, and then we're gonna put it back on, and then we're gonna be ready for the day. So fix the golf cart, car's ready to rip, and you know, it's gonna be a good day. You can feel it. we're in a pretty good spot right now. Got a solid lead run in. I forgot to downshift to third through the middle, so I ran out of tires. But I think as long as I can get that downshift in competition, I'll have enough tire left to chase on the second lap.
Coming down.
Don't be recording this. This is a cheesy drill bit.
Little piece of rubber got on top of the collector, so there was smoke coming out from under the hood, and it was a bit of a scare, but nothing's wrong.
Yeah, we're good. That's it for practice. We're about to head out to top 32. Feels pretty solid. We'll just take things one at a time, I guess, and see how far it goes.
I know mine was different.
We are about to head out for our top 32 battle. We are sitting in line up against Rome. They didn't have any good lead runs or any lead runs in practice. So my biggest fear is I don't know if he's going to grab the handbrake when he enters or if he's going to clutch kick. Yesterday he was clutch kicking, so that's what I'm going to go with. And hopefully I'm right, because if not, then it'll end really badly. So I don't have any good data on him, and that really, really sucks. But he's going to drive the car. What do you have? He's going to drive the car to its fullest ability and drive like I want to win this thing, because I do. So that's what we're going to do.
Looked underneath and we're like, why is the oil pan diagonal?
No, it's good for like when you need to break the tires loose. It's like bump starting an electric ratchet, you know?
Oh!
Yeah.
That's what we figured. Right, I'm glad he said something. Or that would have been super rocket ship.
It already was rocket ship yesterday.
Yeah, that didn't work out so well though.
It was ultra rocket ship yesterday. You're the whole reason I went back to the pits. Changed my whole car.
No, because those two runs I was faster than everyone by like 7.5 miles an hour.
Yeah.
And then after that I was back down to like 54.
Right into the wall.
Yeah.
Garagistic Boss Man initiates in tow of that more modern BMW. Rome Charpentier not letting him go away. What a contrast of vehicles, color, new, old, age, all of it, but it doesn't matter as Rome Charpentier lunges forward in that power alley. He throws the hooks into him and tries to gain ground on the young talent. Rome Charpentier giving him some little breathing room there as they cross the finish line. That is definitely because you come unwound. So again, real quick, for those fans in the building that have umbrellas, be courteous of your fellow Formula J fans.
Solid lead run here from Brandon Sorensen in practice. He laid down some of the best runs we've seen actually all weekend, and we'll get into it when he gets into the chase of it, because his chase game this weekend has been incredible. But lead out front, really good. Rome does a great job of really mimicking everything that's going on with Brandon. He's following his line super well all the way through these zones. And now I get this super cool drone angle, love that. And yeah, Brandon does a great job of really using every single bit of the track to get the car lined up. He's going all the way to the track edge, gets that transition done, and that sets him up really well. So. Brandon's chase game in practice has been absolutely top tier. Fingers crossed, knock on wood, that holds up here.
Yeah, I mean, he is just really developed as a driver. He's in the workshop. He's working his car, developing parts. They are constantly behind the wheel, if it's digital or actual. He is definitely a busy guy. All right, here, the Garagistic BMW, Rome Charpentier, the Garagistic Pedal Commander, BMW high on the bank, that green tail, and you just talked about it, Jacob, and there he is, coming to fruition, tucking into that smoke-filled hot pocket. Now going that last outside zone, Brandon gains that proximity, and look at him, it erupts the crowd here in Orlando. You gotta love it. Brandon Sorensen, just the maturity as a driver, progressing every year. This guy will be a champion at some point.
Yeah, I completely agree. And I mean, his battle with Connor 2 years ago was arguably one of the best sets of battles we've ever seen, and he's gotten that much better. Brandon has so much patience here, waiting for the transition, because it's a bit of a long transition there from Rome, and then gets back on the throttle, back into the pocket, gets the nose of that car in, gets it stalled up, and he is on a little bit less angle, but he keeps that proximity all the way around. And he was deeper than Rome was through that first outside zone. Look at this. He's got that car absolutely lined up. He's all the way to the wall, kind of hoping that Rome's going to go back there with him. Rome's got a really solid lead run all the way through. Like, it's nothing to shake a stick at. It's a solid run from Rome Charpentier. But yeah, Brandon's chase game is one that's, I think, is going to be talked about all weekend.
Good job, boys.
Left for Brandon Sorensen, over right for Rome Charpentier. And that was a hard-fought battle, but I got to tell you, I agree with the judges. Brandon Sorensen gets the win, taking out RCP.
Yeah! Woo! We won our top 32 battle against Rome. I got really scared there at the end of the bank. I definitely made contact with him, but I know it wasn't enough to like make him over-rotate or anything, but sometimes you never know. Drivers feel a little bump and then try and like force the win. I wasn't bumping him on purpose, but just wasn't quick enough on the brake pedal. But we got the top 32 win, and I'm pretty sure we're going to be on to Chris Forsberg in the top 16. So he's #1 qualifier, but everyone's beatable. So we're going to go catch another W.
I heard you guys talking about Wally. Brandon, what's your opinion about the system?
I think that it's very, very good for the sport. Being able to make a judgment call and have physical data to back it up. And I think one of the coolest things ever is being able to open up the screen and see the view of what the cars are doing. And I think it's a huge step in the right direction. You know, it's our first year. There's going to be growing pains, but overall, I'm a huge fan of it, and I think that it's going to grow the entire sport overall.
Well, thank you so much for your insight. Always wonderful hearing from a driver. And when you mention data, what data points are you looking at, and how important is that?
Yeah, I mean, we're just trying to make the cars equal speed, equal matched, and as a driver standpoint, we're trying to look for any big decels that the other drivers are doing or acceleration points, just so we don't get caught off guard. You know, we don't use it as a 100% solid system, but it's nice to have that in the back of your head of, hey, this person is going to slam on the brakes 10 feet past outside zone 1, and so I can be prepared for it. But as soon as you get caught off guard on something like that, it basically ruins your whole run. So data is very, very important.
Well, Brandon Sorensen doing his homework down here, guys.
Mother Nature is not on our side this weekend, that is for sure. It was just like a torrential downpour with 2 battles left to go in top 32. We're going to take a look at the forecast, and hopefully it can dry out and we don't experience this again for top 16. But right now the conditions are going to be super crappy because all of the rain is going to wash off of the bank and then puddle in the middle of the course. So we're going to be 50, 60 miles an hour around the outside, right down to like 20 through the middle. So hopefully by the time I'm up, the course is completely dry, but it's good, bad.
13 minutes till it stops raining.
So we have like an hour-ish, an hour and a half for the course to dry.
It'll dry out.
So let's keep our fingers crossed for a dry course and for it to stay dry for the rest of the weekend, rest of the night. We are here in halftime signing some autographs. We got a nice line, waiting for some posters, buying some merchandise, some shirts, and all kinds of goodies. So next time when you guys are at an FD round, stop by our pit at halftime, and we will be here to say hi and get yourself some SM merchandise. Hey, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good.
I was wondering if you could sign this and my shirt.
Of course I can. Sure you got there.
Thank you.
Oh yeah.
No, it's my mom.
It's all wet? You want a new one? You want a new one? A new shirt? You want a dry one? Here, we'll sign it for you. Now you can be dry. That's your drip car? Nice. When are you going to drive it? Zach? Are you excited to drive it? Yeah. What's fun?
Really people watching right now.
Oh, I gotta get out.
Should be a good drive.
It'll be fun. Practice was good.
Oh yeah?
Practice was fun.
Yeah. Yes, as well. You completely good it, right? You got so fast.
22-year-old rising talent from Las Vegas, Nevada, Sin City, in his Sorensen Motorsports Quad Lock BMW. High flying Soren, Brandon Sorensen.
The only patchy spot is going to be the second outside zone, but it'll have good, there was tire smoke all the way around.
Just let me know what he does behind me.
Copy.
Sorensen out front, Masayama chasing him down. That signature purple and green, Brandon Sorensen high on the bank. Really trusting the grip levels high on the bank. And like Ryan said, everybody's taking notes on how it is transforming throughout the event. Sorensen, massive angle here. Masayama struggling to keep that proximity and the angle as Sorensen keeps it sideways and really smoky right in front of that Japanese pilot.
Damu is not in the zone for the first half of the bank. After he enters behind you, there's about 3 car lengths in between you. He closes the gap on the inside clip 2, but then he's late on transition on inside clip 3. If you can just play a safe chase on this, make it look good, you'll be good. But also, don't leave anything in the bag. You got this. Nail your entry and your timing.
The wonky headlights, you can see him shooting at angle, and that's a little strategery as Brandon Sorensen. Masayama taps the wall, he stays in it.
Oh, he's got
Brandon final, we got that D-beat on that back left. This is the final run. If he powers through it, and look, you can see the tire. It's about to exit the chat. Masayama, he is on steel right now. Hey, Brandon Sorensen pushing him around the track. Masayama stays in it. Tire fire, but it's only one because he lost that back left one.
I did that to myself. I could have had an easy win too. I should have just backed off.
Sorensen literally pushed Masayama around the track. So Masayama had a bit more of a tighter line, and then they start to just ping pong back and forth. Masayama, I believe he D-beat it already at that point, so he's going to be going slower no matter what. And then Brandon kind of catches him up with it here. He's got to hold that car back. Masayama's got the one tire fire going, and then look at this. Brandon just goes, well, I'll just help you around. I want to finish this battle. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Wow, that's great.
The young man helping the older gentleman cross the street.
And look at Justin Smash. He's there. He sees it too. He's like, okay, I got to get this shot. Matsuyama's, the tire is still turning. It's not making a lot of grip, but it's doing something.
Nice job, team. We got the win. Woo!
Hell yeah, good job.
The front left. That was moved.
Let's check the rear.
The rear's fine. The rear's never touched.
You hit him on the bank.
Roll it.
Huh?
You hit him on the bank in the rear.
Did I?
Roll it.
Yeah.
Back it up a little bit.
So that's probably the dumbest thing I've ever done. I had the battle completely won. All I had to do was like back off and finish it, but I decided to stick my tire into his door and drive us across the finish line, which caused him to spin out. And then it made it a very complicated call. So for next time, I will not be doing that. The bank is dry, the inside's dry, the middle is still patchy, but I think by the time my top 8 battle comes, it'll be going dry, hopefully. Fingers crossed. We are on to the top 8 against Forsberg. I'm fingers crossed that the track is going to be dry for our run. He will be leading first. I'm going to be chasing first, so this is going to be our first. For me, I've been leading first all day, so it's going to create a new dynamic of what's going to go down. We're going to throw the chase run down, and then we're just going to be into the final 4. Well, we're going to do a chase and lead, and then we're going to be into the final 4. So let's get to it.
Stick to the plan. Dan, you got this.
Exciting.
Remember what we talked about in the chase? Being up on him in the entry? You got this. Good luck.
Sorensen is Sorensen Motorsports, self-named BMW. As Forsberg initiates high in the bank, little tap there, comes out of shape but stays in, and Brandon Sorensen right there shadowing her. In that matte black, coincidentally BMW, tucks in nicely as Forsberg brings it around. It's that final outside zone. That's a better angle right there as Sorensen now dives in and finds that sweet spot in that last outside zone. They were ripping through that power alley.
Quick glance at how hectic it is. Look how early Forsberg gets in that zone. Taps the wall, keeps going. Brandon Sorensen right in the pocket. Getting into the door of Forsberg. Not making contact, but getting very, very close. Coming off the bank. Inside clips are looking really tidy. Here's Forsberg doing a great job collecting that. Gets just to the edge of the track. Back on throttle.
Textbook.
Man, yeah, you're right. Yeah, absolutely textbook from Forsberg.
They are off. Brandon Sorensen hot out the gate. No cones hit on that bank. Sorensen across the nose. Sorensen aggressive on initiation. Goes high. Forsberg gets in. Sorensen with a greater degree of angle and very high on the bank. Let's see how they handle it.
Oh.
Again, that smoke playing another role there. He has to back off. Forsberg now jumps into the side of him, but Brandon pulling away. Definitely need to see different angles there. We got the sensational angles, but look at how much smoke is just lingering.
It seemed like they were trying to maybe get a ball joint out of there, but Brandon Sorensen gets into that first outside zone so quick, snaps the car all the way up to it. He's riding that wall as long as he possibly can. Coming off the bank, no issue there. Forsberg just gets caught on the inside. That's all it is. He needed to back off just a little bit sooner, and I think with the amount of angle that Brandon throws in that section, it's almost like inviting Chris to come into it, you know what I mean? Like, he hucks a ton of angle, and then, for Chris, you kind of want to chase it down. You want to stay in it. Look at that, and then just gets caught, backs out without causing incident, but after that, you lose so much momentum, it's really tough to get it back. So, great job from Brandon Sorensen on that one. Unfortunately, Chris Forsberg, little bit of a mistake, and it just reared its head.
Item left for Forsberg, a right for Brandon Sorensen gets the victory.
Come on, boys!
Go!
Awesome, awesome.
Oh yeah.
As long as I do a slow transition and wait an extra half second, I'll end up right on his door.
If they bring what we've seen previously here tonight, this should be a door banger once again across the nose of that Subaru BRZ. Goes Brandon Sorensen, but look at that Odie Bakshis. The orange glow underneath that BRZ, a field suspension, and now coming down. He timed it so perfectly earlier, and he does it again! This is what I'm talking about. Odie just has these beautiful drift whiskers, his awareness. He is like a cat. He just pounces on it, he backs off, has that physical awareness of the the catitude, man. Like, he's just right there. He lets him go by and drops right in. I mean, it's inches.
It's incredible.
Centimeters.
I think Odie Bakshi's is going for the fast orange clean chase of the day right now.
Absolutely.
He's cleaned it up a lot. I mean, he was absolutely destroying people and taking out body panels, but he manages to make that transition with little to no contact. I mean, phenomenal work from both drivers. Brandon Sorensen's lead is very committed. We're not seeing the left foot brake on that outside zone 4, which means he's found a really good place with that car. Little micro adjustments here or there, but look at this. Brandon Sorensen on throttle, riding the angle out. No left foot brake through there. That alone is incredibly impressive.
Yeah, just staying on it. And, and also, you know, I liked, look at this. So before the result, James Dean, Odie Bakshi's, Brandon, and Frederick Osbo, those are all in the final 4. So top 4 are in the 4. I liked the composure that Brandon didn't go full on. And I think he's dialing it back a little bit to your point about tire attrition, as well as Odie didn't bang doors. I like the composure and not pushing him around. That showed, again, that extra level of composure, as now we are seeing a restart there.
But he just touching a cone just a little bit.
Here we go, take a look. The field suspension, BRZ out front, initiating simultaneously. And look at the young man just with these absolute destroyers, veterans of the sport. Odie Bakshi's goes down into that power alley. Odie, big angle there, and look at him, just gaining more distance at angle. Look at Odie Bakshi's.
Yeah, it is. It's the weekend he's needed, and especially with how tight this points race is getting as we get those updates almost in real time. Odie needs this. He really, really wants it. We talk about, you know, drivers that have gotten so close to championships but never won it, and Odie's in that conversation every time. Brandon Sorensen, it looks like he just runs out of traction halfway through 4. Yeah, tough call, but I mean, Odie's doing a great job out in the lead. Unfortunately, Brandon just not able to keep the proximity as they come through zone 3 and make their way through zone 4. He's trying to find every little bit of traction he can, but man, look at how stable Odie's car is.
To be honest with you, your entry on the chase there was money. It was smooth, it was perfect. He did gap you on the end, so we'll see which way this goes. I don't know if he made a mistake, but let me watch.
This has that stupid transition through the middle, and I just could not follow it. Like, I don't know where I up. I waited that extra half a second, and then I was just gone.
To be fair though, you did a perfect chase, so the Wally might benefit you here because you did a perfect outside zone there.
I like the optimism, but I know that I lost. It's cut and dry. I lost proximity through the last turn, so I lost.
Brandon needs this, otherwise he is outside of a podium because he's 8th. Or actually, no, not 100%. I digress. Odie Bakshi's gets the win and is going to the finals. Odie is guaranteed a podium spot.
Well, it looks like it's probably going to be another 4th place with my luck, but not really sure where I up there. In my chase, I had more angle than him going around the bank, and I was literally, my door was up against his taillights. Like, I had more angle than him in the chase, which was cool. But then we came down, and I knew I needed to wait an extra half second, and I did. Transitioned, and I don't know if I got too greedy, lost momentum, should have just cut the line, I don't know. Split second decision, and I made the wrong decision, so we are out just like that in the final 4. I don't know where we sit in the championship, but a stupid mistake that I knew not to make, and I made it. But I'm still happy with the result. 4th place.
You still might have 3rd.
Might have 3rd, but I doubt it. Whatever. So close to being on the top. That close, just 2 laps away. Next time. No.
That was good though. That was good.
We've just lost every single one for the last 5 years. We haven't won a single one.
It's all right. It's coming, dude. This is the best. This is the best I've seen you drive the whole weekend, bro. I'm not kidding. That's the best I've seen you drive. This whole weekend was awesome.
Look at the positive. We didn't go through a single bumper or taillights.
A little bit of bumper.
Well, I mean, it's the same bumper.
Same bumper.
Same taillight. and we can pretty much just put the car in the trailer and be good. We're close.
All right, let's watch this.
Not close enough.
Run away.
I fucked up, that's how.
What did you say?
Juan is allergic to work. He just put the jack here. I was like, yeah, that's good. Someone else will finish this.
What happened?
You're allergic to work. You just put this here and left.
Because this is the battle we need for third, dude. At least get me on the podium, dude. That's all I wanted to see. I don't care about the tires.
I've been so hungry this whole time. Are we out of pizza rolls? I'm gonna be pissed. Fourth place. I don't know. I'm at a loss for words. Most of the time, after I lose a battle, I try and figure out exactly why and where I lost the battle. I don't normally share that stuff, but today we're gonna go over it. All right. So my entry on Odie was pretty textbook perfect in my opinion. I had more angle than him going around the bank, and I was basically touching him enough, but not enough to like actually make contact. So if we watch the initiation, I could have been a little bit tighter on the bumper, but the whole bank was pretty perfect. And then if you look and see, Odie is far track right compared to some people, and I made my transition just maybe like a quarter of a second too late. I knew I had to wait, but I might have waited just a touch too long, but that's still savable. Where I really messed up is if you watch right here in the middle, I gas it for about half of a second and then get back on the brakes, but that gave me too much momentum, which put me on a really weird line through here, and it caused me to swing wide right here. And as soon as I swung wide, there was basically nothing I could do from there. I was completely blind in the smoke, couldn't see anything, and my momentum was going the wrong direction. So that's where I messed up. I just carried too much momentum going through that middle zone by giving it gas for that quick little jolt, and that's basically where it all went wrong. And that's the difference between, you know, winning and losing, is literally just that little tiny mistake that ruined the rest of the run. So I definitely knew I made a mistake. I knew that he won the second I crossed the finish line, but we live and we learn, and now next time I'm just not gonna do that. But that's a wrap for Orlando. Another fourth place and another day going home, literally one step away from a trophy.